Life has a way of revealing the truth in time. People who took you for granted, who walked away like you were replaceable, who thought they could do better without you, one day, they will realize what they lost. And when that day comes, they will try to find their way back. They will send messages, make excuses, try to rewrite history, acting like they never mistreated you. But listen to me, do not take them back. Do not open the door for those who slammed it in your face. Do not let people who threw you away think they can return whenever they feel like it. You are not an option, you are not a convenience, you are a blessing. See, some people do not recognize your value when you are around. They assume you will always be there. They assume you will tolerate their disrespect, their neglect, their half-hearted love. They do not appreciate you because they have never had to experience life without you. But when you walk away, when you finally stop answering, when you move forward and build your life without them, that is when the regret sets in. That is when they realize you were the best thing they ever had. But here's the truth, regret is not the same as change. Just because someone regrets losing you does not mean they deserve you again. Just because they feel sorry now does not erase the pain they caused you. A person who truly values you would not have risked losing you in the first place. Do not lower yourself for people who did not see your worth when they had you. Do not let nostalgia make you forget the nights you cried, the times you begged to be treated better, the way they made you feel small. Your absence is teaching them a lesson. Let them learn it. Let them sit in the regret. Let them feel the weight of their decisions. Do not interrupt their karma by letting them back in too soon. Keep moving forward. Keep focusing on yourself. Keep becoming stronger, wiser, and more successful. Because the best response to being underestimated is not revenge, it is elevation. It is showing them that they were wrong about you. It is proving that you were never dependent on them, that you are more than capable of thriving on your own. One day they will realize they lost someone irreplaceable. They will wish they had treated you better. But by then it will be too late, because you will have outgrown them. You will have found new people who appreciate you from the start. You will have built a life so full, so beautiful, that there will be no room for those who once made you feel unworthy. So when they come knocking, when they try to return, remember this, they had their chance, and they lost it. Keep moving forward. Your absence is their lesson. When people take you for granted, when they assume you will always be there no matter how they treat you, they become careless with your presence. They stop appreciating your kindness, they stop valuing your loyalty, and they begin to believe that no matter what they do, you will stay. That is why walking away is not just a choice, it is a statement. It is the moment when you teach them the lesson they never thought they would have to learn, that you are never something to be played with, never someone to be taken lightly, and never replaceable. At first, they may not notice, they may carry on as if losing you was nothing, as if your presence in their life was just another passing moment. They may act indifferent, unbothered, even relieved. But time has a way of revealing the truth, because while you are gone, they start to feel the weight of your absence. They start to realize that the things they overlooked were actually the things that made their life better. The way you listened, the way you supported them, the way you were always there even when they gave you 1,000 reasons to walk away. And then something shifts. One day they reach for their phone to text you, but there is no conversation left to continue. One day they have a bad day and look around for comfort, but you are no longer there. One day they see you smiling, growing, thriving without them, and they realize they made the biggest mistake of their life. That is when regret sets in. That is when they start replaying the moments they ignored, the times they made you feel small, the ways they treated you as if you were optional. And the worst part for them, they cannot undo it. They cannot take back the way they made you feel. They cannot erase the damage they caused. But here's where most people make a mistake. When they see the regret, they think it means something. They think it means the person has changed, that they have finally learned to appreciate them, that this time things will be different. And so they open the door again, believing that regret is enough to fix what was broken. But regret is not the same as change. Feeling sorry is not the same as being better. Someone missing you does not mean they deserve you again. Because if they truly valued you, if they truly understood what you meant to them, they would not have risked losing you in the first place. Let them learn. Let them sit in the silence you left behind. Let them feel the void they created when they pushed you away. Let them wake up every day knowing that they had something special, and they let it slip through their fingers. Do not be the person who gives them comfort while they process their own mistakes. Do not be the person who makes their lesson easier to bear. Because the truth is, if they truly regret losing you, they will carry that lesson with them for the rest of their lives. And that lesson will not just be about you, it will be about how they treat people in the future, about the way they handle relationships, about the kind of person they choose to be moving forward. Meanwhile, you are not waiting. You are not looking back. You are not slowing down to make sure they understand what they lost. Because your focus is forward. Your energy is reserved for the people who see your worth without having to lose you first. Your time is spent building yourself, elevating your life, surrounding yourself with people who never make you question your value. And the more you grow, the more they will feel the weight of what they lost. One day they will try to return. Maybe with an apology, maybe with nostalgia, maybe with empty promises of how things will be different this time. But by then you will have already outgrown them. You will have already built a life so full, so beautiful, that their presence no longer fits. And that is when they will truly understand what they lost. Not just a person, but an opportunity. An opportunity to have been part of something great. An opportunity to have someone in their life who is rare, genuine, and irreplaceable. And that regret, it will stay with them. Because they will know deep down that the lesson your absence taught them came at a price they can never undo. Regret is not the same as change. Just because someone regrets losing you does not mean they have transformed into a better person. People confuse guilt with growth, but they are not the same thing. Feeling bad about hurting someone does not mean they would not do it again. Missing you does not mean they suddenly know how to treat you right. The truth is, if someone had the capacity to love and respect you properly, they would have done it when they had you. They would not have waited until you walked away to realize your value. Too often, people mistake an apology for redemption. Someone comes back into their life saying all the right things, expressing regret, and promising they have changed. And because we want to believe in people, because we want to believe in love, we let them in again. We think maybe this time will be different. But more often than not, it is not. Because change is not about words, it is about actions. It is about consistency. It is about who a person is when there is no pressure, no consequences, no fear of losing something. And if they could not treat you right the first time, if they did not see your worth when they had you, what makes you think they suddenly understand it now? The regret they feel is not about you, it is about them. It is about their own loneliness, their own realization that they lost something good. It is about their ego, about not wanting to see you happy without them. It is about their need for control, their discomfort with the fact that you moved on. Do not mistake their regret for love. Do not mistake their longing for true appreciation. Some people only want you back because they see that you are no longer available to them, because they see that you are happy without them, because they see that someone else might come along and treat you better than they ever did.
And here is the most important truth. Real change is not proven through words or temporary gestures. It is proven through deep, consistent effort. It is proven through time. It is proven when someone changes, not to win you back, but because they genuinely understand where they went wrong and commit to being better, not just for you, but for themselves. Anything less than that is just a performance, a temporary fix, a moment of desperation that fades as soon as they feel comfortable again. Do not be fooled by regret. Do not take someone back just because they suddenly see your worth. If they did not see it when it mattered, if they had to lose you to realize it, then they never really deserved you to begin with. Real love, real appreciation, real respect. It does not require loss to be recognized. It is there from the start. It is consistent. It does not wait until it is too late. So when they come back with apologies and promises, remember this: regret is not enough. If they truly cared, they would not have put themselves in a position to lose you. Keep moving forward. You deserve better than someone who only values you in hindsight. You were never an option. If someone treated you like one, they do not deserve a second chance. Too many times, we allow people to walk in and out of our lives as if we are a revolving door. They come when it's convenient, when they feel lonely, when they need something. But when it's time to show up for you, to be consistent, to choose you fully, they hesitate. They weigh their options. They entertain distraction. They make you feel like you are just one of many rather than the only one. And let me tell you something. You are not just another choice. You are not someone who should be waiting on the sidelines, hoping that one day they will finally pick you. You are never an option. You are the prize. The moment someone starts treating you like you are replaceable, like your presence is not something they need to cherish and protect, that is the moment you walk away. That is the moment you stop giving them access to you, because a person who truly values you will never put you in a position where you have to question where you stand. They will never make you feel like you are in competition for their love, attention, or respect. Love is not a game. You should not have to fight for a spot in someone's life. You should not have to convince someone that you are worthy of being chosen. You should not have to wait around while they explore other options, only to come back when they realize those options were never as good as you. See, some people do not understand what they have until they lose it. They take your kindness for weakness. They assume you will always be available. They believe they can put you on hold while they chase after temporary distractions, thinking you will still be there when they are done playing games. But that is where they are wrong. Because once you realize your own worth, once you truly understand that you deserve to be someone's first and only choice, you will never allow yourself to be treated like an afterthought again. So when they come back, when they try to return after realizing that no one else compares to you, do not let them in. Do not give them the satisfaction of thinking they can discard you and retrieve you at will. You are not a backup plan. You are not a safety net. You are not the person they settle for when their other options fail. You are the blessing they were too blind to appreciate when they had the chance. And now they have to live with that mistake. The right person will never make you feel like an option. The right person will see your worth from the start and never risk losing you. So do not lower your standards for someone who did not recognize your value the first time. Walk away, stand tall, and remember who you are. You were never an option. You were always the prize. And the people who fail to see that do not deserve a place in your life. Success is the best response. When someone underestimated you, took you for granted, or walked away thinking you were not worth fighting for, the best thing you can do is not argue, not beg, not try to prove your worth to them. The best thing you can do is rise, elevate, become everything they thought you could not be. Let your success speak so loudly that their regret becomes unbearable. See, people who mistreat you expect you to fall apart without them. They expect you to be stuck in the past, replaying memories, wondering what went wrong, doubting yourself. They think their absence will break you. But the moment you shift your mindset, the moment you realize that their exit was not a loss, but a blessing, that is when your power begins. That is when you stop looking back and start building forward. Because the truth is, your worth was never dependent on them. Your future was never tied to their validation. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit into their world. You were always meant to create your own. There is no better feeling than becoming the person they thought you never would be. When they see you thriving, when they hear your name in places they never expected, when they watch from a distance as you grow, evolve, and become unstoppable, that is your revenge. Not in a petty way, not in a way that seeks to hurt them back, but in a way that reminds you of your own strength. Because success is not just about proving them wrong, it is about proving yourself right. It is about realizing that you are always capable, always worthy, always meant for more. But here is the key. Do not let your success be driven by anger. Do not let it be about them. Let it be about you. Let it be about fulfilling your purpose, about reaching your highest potential, about living the life you deserve. Because when you focus on yourself, when you put all your energy into growth instead of resentment, you will rise in ways that no one can ignore. One day they will see you and realize they lost something great. They will regret underestimating you. They will regret not believing in you. They will regret every moment they made you feel small. But by then it will not matter, because you will be too busy winning, too busy living the life you were meant to live, too busy embracing the person you were always meant to become. And that is the greatest response you could ever give. Your future is bigger than your past. Too often, people get caught up in what was. They replay old memories, dwell on past mistakes, and hold on to relationships that no longer serve them. But let me tell you something. What is ahead of you is greater than anything you have left behind. You cannot step into your future while still clinging to the past. You cannot receive new blessings while holding on to things that were never meant to last. Life is about forward movement. The people who walked away, the ones who did not see your worth, the situations that broke you, they were all part of your journey, but they were never meant to be your final destination. Stop looking back at doors that have closed. Stop waiting for apologies that may never come. Stop giving your energy to people who have already proven they do not deserve it. Your past is a lesson, not a place to live. The moment you decide to stop looking behind you and start focusing on what is ahead, everything changes. You start to attract better opportunities, better people, better experiences. You begin to see that the things you thought were losses were actually redirections. You realize that every setback was setting you up for something greater, but you have to be willing to move forward. You have to trust that what is coming is better than what is gone. One day, the people who doubted you, the ones who let you go, the ones who did not believe in you, they will see you thriving. They will see you living a life they never expected you to have. They will realize they were wrong about you. But by then, it will not matter because you will not be looking back. You will be too focused on your growth, your success, your happiness. And that is exactly where your attention should be. So keep moving forward, keep believing in yourself, keep building the life you deserve. Do not let the past keep you stuck. Your future is bigger, brighter, and more powerful than anything you have left behind. Walk boldly into it.